Science is all around us, and sometimes the greatest discoveries come from curiosity and the willingness to tinker with new ideas. NASA astronaut Don Pettit embodies that spirit of exploration and invention. Over the years, he's used his time aboard the International Space Station to conduct fascinating experiments, some during his free time, leading to new scientific insights. Today, we're diving into some of his most notable experiments that have pushed the boundaries of space exploration. Don Pettit, a seasoned astronaut, is no stranger to inventing. With 3 space flights already under his belt, Pettit is preparing for his 4th mission in September 2024, accompanied by cosmonauts Alexey Ovchinin and Vagner. But even in the midst of rigorous schedules, Pettit's creative mind keeps running, leading to what he calls science of opportunity experiments. Let's take a look at some of the amazing discoveries he's made in space. First up, let's talk about freezing ice in space. Have you ever noticed air bubbles trapped in ice cubes at home? That's gravity at work, pulling the air toward the top. But in the microgravity of space, the rules change. Pettit, using the ISS's -90°C freezer, explored how water freezes in space. The results? Stunning images of thin ice captured under polarized light, revealing the differences between ice formation on Earth and in space. This experiment sheds light on the physics of freezing in microgravity and shows just how different things can be beyond our planet. Drinking your morning coffee is something most of us take for granted, but in space, microgravity makes even this mundane task a challenge. Enter Pettit's ingenious invention, the space cup. Typically, astronauts drink liquids from sealed bags with straws, but Pettit crafted a prototype cup from overhead transparency film. The cup uses surface tension, wetting, and container shape to mimic the effects of gravity, allowing astronauts to sip their drinks more naturally. It's an example of how small innovations in space can lead to larger breakthroughs in fluid systems designed for future space missions. Next, Pettit turned his attention to understanding one of the universe's biggest mysteries: planetary formation. Using materials like salt, sugar, and coffee grounds, Pettit simulated how tiny particles in space might clump together to form planets. Shaking the mixtures inside plastic bags, he observed that these particles clumped together within seconds, a process driven by electrostatic forces. This experiment offers insight into how planets may form in the vacuum of space, adding a valuable piece to the puzzle of our solar system's origins. Then there's orbital motion, another fascinating experiment Pettit conducted using everyday items. He charged knitting needles by rubbing them with paper, then released water droplets from a Teflon syringe. The result? The water droplets orbited the charged needles in microgravity. Pettit's demonstration mimicked the way charged particles might move in space, like those affected by Earth's magnetic field. The findings could one day help engineers design better spacecraft systems. Pettit's creativity doesn't stop at physics experiments. He's also an astrophotographer, capturing stunning images of Earth and space. Using techniques like long exposure and infrared photography, Pettit has contributed breathtaking shots of star trails and our planet's ever-changing landscapes. His imagery not only inspires awe but also helps scientists track environmental changes from space, a beautiful intersection of art and science. From freezing ice to inventing new ways to drink coffee in space, Don Pettit's experiments highlight how curiosity and creativity can lead to groundbreaking discoveries. His work continues to push the limits of what we know about life in space and how we can make human space exploration safer and more efficient. As Pettit prepares for his 4th mission to the ISS in 2024, we can only imagine what new insights and innovations will emerge from his next adventure. Stay tuned for more, and remember, in science, sometimes the smallest idea can lead to the biggest discoveries. Be sure to subscribe and hit the bell for more stories of discovery from space.